Okay, is anybody there? Are you there, Jessica? Can you see me now?
I can hear you. I can't see me.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay. And I can't find Brooke. She messaged that she thought she joined it, but I don't see her. I just see you and me down in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Let me try it again. Let's see. I don't even see her on the chat. There we go.
There we go. Hi. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Uh-oh. We just lost Jessica.
I'll face it over here.
Let me try inviting her again.
All right.
Maybe she got dropped.
Yeah.
Bad internet connection. I don't know.
Well, it just takes a while to figure out how this works.
Yeah, she was on a minute ago and then she like dropped out as soon as you popped up.
Weird. So do we basically just have to answer part 2 for the questions?
Are you guys there?
Hey, Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to use it on my phone, and my computer isn't working apparently, so.
Oh, fun.
No worries.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm recording.
Yes.
Okay, so what we have to do, does anybody have any questions about the part 2 of the homework? It was pretty easy, but.
Yeah,
Let's see. I thought part 2 is what we had to do together.
see, that's
No.
what I thought.
Yeah, so part 2 is still part of the individual preparation, and then we do the group quiz together. But we can go over the part 2. It's pretty easy. You're just naming the sampling stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'd be fine. I can do that on my own if we don't want to spend a ton of time on that part.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, we can just do it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And there's the answer key too, so it's.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, there's an answer
Get
key.
stuck. You can always look at the answer key and, oh, that's what it is.
Okay, makes sense.
All right.
All
So to
right.
get to the group quiz,
If you see me looking to the side, I've got two screens here, so I'm just trying to look at everything at the same time.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Let's see. The group meeting. All right.
Okay.
so do we just press start for the group meeting? Is that where the quiz is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it.
Okay.
There's only a couple questions. Okay.
I've got 17. Is that what you
Yep.
guys have?
Same.
Okay. So I completed the individual preparation assignment before attending the group meeting.
Yeah.
I
I'll
actively,
finish it.
yeah. I actively
Yeah.
participated in this week's group meeting. You can mark that later. You can mark it now. I don't. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll read first. Do you want me to? Do we want to read it all together? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll read along, but somebody needs to read it out loud. So.
All right, I'll start. Researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after class helps students perform better on exams and if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
I would say
They're
design a study.
Yeah, because they're trying to decide the question and what they're going to do to take action.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even know what kind of study they're going to do, an experiment or an observational.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, I can do number 4. All right, it says a researcher has collected the results of the survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watched each day. The researcher tallies the frequency of each category and computes mean numbers of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply?
Describe the data.
She then creates a histogram to help illustrate.
Because she collected it and then she made the graph, so wouldn't that be describing it?
I would think so. If she made like a histogram, like she already did the collecting of it and she's describing it. She hasn't made inferences about it.
Right, yeah, I would say describe the data.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Okay. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is the 3,000 people or the 1,049? What do you think? I think it's the
from a
1,049.
From a list of 3,000.
No, actually, the population would be the citizens of Mumbai, wouldn't it be?
That's what I was thinking because
Yeah.
The subjects would be the 1,049 people who responded.
Yeah.
But the population would be the citizens. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, it's your turn.
Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would create this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The sample is, would it be the 1,049 that responded?
I think so.
3,000 names are randomly selected.
Because they wouldn't know the responses of the other roughly 2,000 people that didn't respond.
So I don't know. This is just like how I'm thinking about it right now. But you take like the citizens of Mumbai, and then I thought the sample would be like a sample of 3,000, and they only have 1,049 responses. So that would be like a control group in a way. I don't know. Is that totally wrong? I don't know what
No,
I don't
I feel where you're
know.
coming from.
Because, like, basically 2/3 of their randomly selected people didn't reply at all. So I don't know that you could use that as part of your sample. So
Okay.
I would assume that
Yeah.
the sample would be just the people who responded.
Okay. That makes more sense.
So we're going with the 1,049 people who responded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you disagree, you can put the other answer.
No, it was just
have our own
clarification.
test, I guess.
I went through the individual preparation like really fast.
Yeah.
So just clarifying things. All right, number 7. Studies have shown the retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invite you to participate in the study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Would be quantitative.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't say that she was taking a score out of 10, then it could be categorical, right?
Right.
Or-
Like if it just said you gave a letter grade, then it would
Yeah.
have to be categorical. But this you can do, 10 questions plus 10 questions is 20 questions, right?
Yeah.
All right. Number 8.
Okay, my turn. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class, with 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after 10 minutes. After the 6th day, your teacher asks you if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. He then records your response as yes, no, not sure. What type of data is your teacher collecting? So that would be categorical.
Yeah. Okay, that makes... Now you can see the difference. Okay.
Because the book said if you can do math with the if you can do math with the data, then it's quantitative. If you can't do math with the data, even if it involves numbers like phone numbers, then it's categorical.
Okay.
All right. Number 9. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you're asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes or an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. This group is called the...
Would be the control group.
Yeah. I always mix these up all the time. I always think it's one group and then it's the other group.
So it's either the treatment group or the control group.
Yeah.
But they're not the ones receiving the treatment. They're the ones doing what they normally do.
Okay.
So it would be the control group.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 10. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving a placebo to another, a census, a mailed survey asking people whether or not they received the tuberculosis vaccine. An experimental design.
Wouldn't it be the administering one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an experiment. All right.
Okay, number 11. In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker that you meet as you travel the streets of Mumbai, all of the workers in one working district of Mumbai, many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts of Mumbai, or all the female workers.
Would it be many randomly selected workers in each of the several working districts?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is, where is it? The first one is systematic sampling,
Yeah.
because they're going with every 10th worker.
Yeah.
All the workers in one working district would be cluster sampling. All the female workers would be cluster sampling. So yeah, probably the many randomly selected workers in each of the several working districts.
And also because I think it says the people in Mumbai and all the other ones are very specific, but the most randomly ones gets the whole population
Right.
of Mumbai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Number 12, Jessica.
Oh. You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subject?
The children.
Yeah.
One group of children to take the vaccine, yeah. So the subject of the children. That's what I think, yeah.
What are the experimental units or subject?
Or are we testing the vaccine?
But the
subject is the children, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see something. Hang
The
on.
experiments on, yeah. All right. Okay, number 13. You want to become the next Jonas Stark and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What are the treatments? Ooh. The number of incidences of the virus, the children, the administrator, the vaccine, and the placebo.
The treatments would be the vaccine and the placebo.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, tissue.
Okay.
I know what a tissue from the bathroom.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, that's my 2-year-old.
Fun.
In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of three groups. Number 1, the MTO Low Poverty Voucher LVP group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. Number 2, the traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance from PHAs or local public housing authorities. Number 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. This study was an observational experiment or neither.
I was leaning towards experiment.
Yeah, I would say, because they're interacting
Yeah.
with the three groups.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because observational researchers study without controlling the conditions that they're made, and then experiment control the conditions which are made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, one question, if it says neither, would there be another option? Would it be a treatment?
No, a treatment is a part of an experiment. I don't know why I would say neither. Maybe just to give us three choices.
Okay. So, experiment.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. If a p-value of 0.0002 was found for the study described above, then we could say that there is about a 0.002 probability of obtaining the actual observed result, or one more extreme, assuming the null is true. That was a mouthful.
Okay. This was the part that I was just like, huh?
Yeah, same.
Into the living room. In the living room.
Okay, if a p-value was found for the study...
We could say there's about a 2/1000th probability of obtaining, or 2/10,000th of probability of obtaining the actual observed result, or one more extreme, assuming the null is true. Ah! Let me see.
So if we assume the null hypothesis is true,
Okay, let me see what I wrote down for p-value. P-value is the probability of obtaining a result called a test statistic, at least as extreme as the one you calculated. Reject if the hypothesis of if the p-value is small, and if the p-value is large, the null hypothesis is not rejected.
so
I don't know if 2/10,000ths of a
there probably
is
is.
a big or a small. Go.
Was found for the study described.
So for p-value, it's the probability that a result will be observed that is as extreme or more extreme than the information observed, assuming that the null hypothesis is true.
That was a weird question.
Yeah.
I don't think it prepared us for that question.
Yeah.
If a p-value
Well,
of
we have two choices.
I know.
describe above, then we can say there's about 0.002 probability of obtaining.
There's
I would probably go with true, only because of, I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say true too, but just because like we don't know the exact results of the experiment in question 14.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, oh, this is like a random selection, so that's what's weird about the question. It's like, well, we don't really know the results, and this could be a probability of it.
Because the p-value, does the p-value not exist if the null hypothesis is rejected? So if it says right there in the question that you assume the null is true.
So the p-value, if the p-value is small, then you reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is large, then the null hypothesis is not rejected. That's what I have in my notes.
Okay.
So if a
The
p-value
question is this number considered small?
So with the value being so small, we would assume the null is true?
No, we would reject the null hypothesis if the value is small.
Which, like, considering how many families are a part of this experiment and that probability is so low, we would reject it. Is that what we're saying?
I just don't know what the probability is of obtaining the actual observed result. See, I still don't understand this p-value stuff.
I just like the question's worded weird too.
Should we go on to the next one and see if it can help us figure it out?
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. Go ahead, Brooke.
Since the p-value is low in question 15, the researchers could conclude that the results are significant and provide low-income families with an opportunity to move away from low-income neighborhoods does make a difference in poverty levels.
Okay, so they're saying that the p-value is low. And in my notes it says if the p-value is small, you reject the null. So I would say that both of those are false then.
Okay.
What do you think, Jessica? The first one, I was going to say false. Second one, since the p-value is low, the researchers can... Yeah, I would say false on both, probably.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Match the following.
All right.
Your partner's answers will likely be different from yours because the order of matching options will vary from quiz to quiz.
Oh, good.
Okay, so collect data is step number 2.
2, yeah.
So whatever that is for you.
Take action.
Take action is the last one, right?
Yeah, step 5.
Step 5.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Design the study would be step 1.
Describe the data.
Step 3.
Step 3. It's kind of funny they have a cheat. They have the Daniel can discern more truth thing on the side.
I know.
Yeah.
So, make inferences is step 4.
That's how it goes, right? Daniel can discern more truth.
Yeah.
That's really funny. All right. Okay. Let's submit this.
Submit.
Oh, those questions, 15 and 16.
Oh, was it those two? Dang it.
Yeah. They were both true, actually.
Drat.
Those were confusing.
Yeah. And something I definitely want to go back and review.
Yeah. Maybe even ask the TA to explain
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. So we're done with that. Is Tuesdays at 11 good for both of you the whole semester?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about for
Okay.
the other lesson?
So we meet Tuesdays and Thursdays together, right?
It doesn't have to be Thursday. It could be Wednesday if you want. It doesn't matter.
Let's see.
I could do either one. If we want to just get it done or if we want to spread it out.
We could do it tomorrow at 11.
Tomorrow
Same
at
time.
11? That could work for me. Can you guys get the preparation work done by then?
It's not too long, is it?
Yeah.
Lesson 3? I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's about the
We have
same.
our individual preparation and then our group meeting, but we still have homework for this section due.
Right. And that's, you can use notes, but you can't talk to anybody.
Okay.
I don't want to play seconds. I want to play
So for the homework,
So for the homework,
okay, so you do the homework down at the bottom, you can check your answers, and then the quiz.
and then you do the quiz, yeah.
Mom,
Oh, so you can collaborate with other students on the homework, but not on the quiz. Hang on, just a minute, please.
Okay, so do you turn the recording in for the group?
Yeah, I'll post it on the group collaboration discussion board right after we finish.
Okay.
The homework for lesson 2 looks really easy.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's not going to take very long. So I can finish that today and we can meet tomorrow if you want to do that, Jessica.
Yeah, I'm good with either one. Whatever works
Does
best
that work for you, Jessica?
Yeah. Do we want to do Wednesdays every week, or do we?
We can try Wednesday tomorrow and see how it goes for us, and then
Okay.
if we decide, I just need to be able to give the TA a definite, we're meeting these days at this time,
Yeah.
so that he can say, okay, I'm going to come visit your group meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll try tomorrow, see how it goes, and then make a plan from there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Perfect. Thanks for your help, guys.
Huh.
Yep.
Sorry
Thanks
about
for
that.
doing this. No, you're good. Thanks for doing it all.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. All right, bye.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys.
Bye.